Star Wars 7x7, episode 1789. Today, another one-question interview from Star Wars Celebration with Matthew Reinhart, the engineer behind some very awesome Star Wars pop-up books. Let's go. Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod and this is Star Wars 7x7. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode where I'm sharing with you my conversation with Matthew Reinhart. And if you're not familiar with him, well, here is the very brief bio. Matthew Reinhart studied industrial design at the Pratt Institute in Brooklyn before finding his calling as a paper engineer. His books include the best-selling Star Wars, A Pop-Up Guide to the Galaxy, Game of Thrones, A Pop-Up Guide to Westeros, and DC Superheroes, The Ultimate Pop-Up Book, among many other award-winning titles. Has a small work studio in New York City, previously in San Francisco. Before that, grew up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and his family, his father was in the military, and so they bounced around a lot, and yeah, he's traveled the world and seen and done a lot of very cool things and created a lot of very cool things too, including the prototype pop-up that you're going to see in the video interview that I'm sharing with you today. Now, earlier this month, he made the official announcement about Star Wars, The Ultimate Pop-Up Galaxy, the book that's forthcoming, and he was able to share one spread in a special announcement video about this, and it was a spread for the Battle of Endor. And there are other things that pop out of there as well. But he was walking around Star Wars Celebration Chicago, or at least near the Inside Editions booth, which is publishing the Ultimate Pop-Up Galaxy, with a prototype version of that spread. And so now that the book has been officially announced, I can show you this video with the prototype spread so you can see what it actually looked like before the big reveal happened. So without further ado, after the break, I'm going to share with you my one-question interview with Matthew Reinhart, the paper engineer behind many awesome pop-up books, including the forthcoming Ultimate Pop-Up Galaxy. But first, of course, I do want to make sure that we don't go anywhere without me telling you how greatly appreciative I am that you're here for this episode. As always, of course, may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be. And stay tuned after the break for my interview with Matthew Reinhart. Hey Rebel Rouser, if you've got a business that needs to reach a dedicated audience of Star Wars fans, or you know somebody who does, then you might want to reach out to me. I've got a show that reaches thousands of people between the audio version, the video version, and our social media channels, and I'd love to find out how I can help you with your business ventures too. Just reach out at sw7x7.com/sponsors, that's plural SPONSORS, that's sw7x7.com/sponsors, and let's see how we can work together. All right, what's your name and what's your Star Wars claim to fame?
So my name is Matthew Reinhart, and I guess my Star Wars claim to fame is I'm a pop-up book maker and designer, and this is my latest book that's coming out this fall. It's the Ultimate Pop-Up Galaxy. So Star Wars pop-ups are my, I guess, claim to fame. So there's all kinds of moving pop-ups within. You can see, there'll be text. This is just an early prototype. So you can travel through the Star Wars galaxy and the saga of the Skywalkers within this pop-up. Now, this is just one prototype spread of the book. There are five total. We go through the entire Star Wars saga, and we even include Rogue One and Solo. So it's really cool. This is my third and probably last Star Wars pop-up book. But, well, who knows? Who knows what's coming? I mean, I'm ready for some more trilogies. I'm ready for more, so it might happen. Yeah.
All right, so here's the big question.
Okay, the big question.
When it comes to Star Wars, what do you know for sure?
Okay, when it comes to Star Wars, I know for sure that Star Wars inspired me to be what I am today. You know, it was all those artist books, Star Wars art, the Art of Star Wars, the Art of Return of the Jedi, Art of Empire Strikes Back. Those things are what turned me into the artist that I am today. And also, playing with Star Wars action figures turned me into the kind of kid that built stuff, usually out of cardboard boxes or whatever else. And that's what I've somehow translated into a job later on in my life. So I guess Star Wars was, it was my inspiration. It was my art inspiration. I know that for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody wants to see what you're going to create next. Where should they follow you?
Well, you can go on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, Pop-Up Books by Matthew Reinhart. You can go to, you can look me up online on my website, MatthewReinhart.com. And also on YouTube, I have a channel with all kinds of crafts and a pop-up masterclass, so you can learn how to make pop-ups. So I'm all over. You look up Matthew and pop-up in Google, you'll find me. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox. It is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other related Star Wars items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the force be with them. All original content is copyright 2019 by Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.